days between Sunday, yesterday, and then today. Really getting after it, doing a lot of good on good today. I even started getting to the point where it was a little fast and a little physical, and so I started to pull back just a little bit. I cut practice by about 15 minutes today, just because it's getting physical. I worry a little bit about this team this week just because of the emotions that we've been through in the last 7 days. I mean, in the last week, when you talk about not only the opener being Notre Dame and having the opportunity that we had up there, but to go up there to win the game, to go through what we went through with it being a 6-hour game, with your focus being that long, getting in at 4 o'clock in the morning, going through the emotions with Leroy Selman as a football team, just school going on, getting a couple weeks into it, a lot of tests are starting to show up, things like that. I just feel like and now they're tired, they're fatigued, and I got to look at pulling back a little bit. We still need a lot of mental work with the challenge we have this week, but and just right now, you try and set the tone of your football team by the strong, and you look at the guys that are really committed, that had unbelievable summers, that have worked incredibly hard and great camps, that are starting to drag a little bit, little nicks and knacks, ankles, knees, hips, backs, elbows, shoulders. Everybody's starting to hang a little bit. I understand that we're not going to be 100% until the season's over. You know, once the season starts, you always have bumps and bruises you got to deal with. But right now, we've just been through a lot emotionally, and I'm worried a little bit about just this team rebounding. I think getting a lot of sleep is going to be really important before we get into this game Saturday, and I'm going to have to look at our schedule and maybe vary it a little bit here over the next couple of days from what I've normally done, especially with the funeral being on Friday. So some things I got to look at with that, but overall, I mean, I love their attitude. I love the way they're working right now. They're going out there, they're pushing hard. Like I said, we went that teamwork together, and it was physical. I mean, it was physical, and there's some hitting going on. I felt like maybe I'd better just pull back just a little bit and get them ready for the game day. That's the most important thing.
So all you guys are planning to attend Leroy's service on Friday?
Yeah, we're planning there. We have a number of coaches that will be out on the road recruiting, but the coaches that are here will go as long as a good number of the members of the team.
You talked about the impact that he's had on the guys. What can that do going through something emotional like that the day before a game? I mean, you'd hope that it wouldn't be a factor, but I mean, he obviously meant a lot to the guys that are on this team, and to see that,
especially the upperclassmen that have had the opportunity to be around him and really know him. I do think it's an emotional experience for them, and I worry about what we went through emotionally Saturday and Sunday, and then what we're going through again Friday. And that's why I think right now getting our physical sleep, because there's mental and physical fatigue both. And I think this is much more of a mental fatigue than it is a physical fatigue right now. But I think we got to get some sleep for this team, because we are in for another emotional event on Friday, and I worry about that a little bit going into Saturday's game.
I know I asked you this Sunday night just regarding what maybe you guys will do to honor Leroy through the season. Have you given any more thought to that?
We've talked about it. We're definitely going to do the number on the helmet, and then I think the university has a number of things scheduled as an event for Saturday. But right now, as a football team, we're going to do the number on the helmet. And there's some other things that we may consider as we move forward, but right now we're definitely going to stick with that.
Skip, I know with that first game on such a platform up in South Bend, I know you're probably hesitant to throw a lot of the younger and less experienced guys out there. Are there younger guys now this week, being at home, being a little less of a pressure-packed environment, that you definitely want to see this weekend?
I mean, Elkino Watson, I believe, was the only freshman that had the opportunity to play on Saturday, last Saturday. This Saturday, we've talked about Ty Turner, Ruben Gonzalez, Andre Davis. We've talked about all those guys playing, but you know, you're in a game as close as we were Saturday in the environment and the stage. You certainly hope here over the next couple of weeks you have an opportunity to start to work them in, and they're going to have a whole nother month of practice and understanding and getting acclimated to everything, and hopefully we can start to work them in a little bit more and give them some work, because I think they make us a better football team by the time we get to conference, and that's one of the things that you're trying to do in out-of-conference games, is trying to get your team ready to play the conference. So you'll see a little bit more. I can't guarantee they'll all play this weekend, but you'll start to see a little bit more of them sprinkled in as we start to move forward and they start to feel more comfortable in the offense and defense.